Decision was overturned. Abortion rights protesters have been on the streets of downtown LA.
And demonstrators have been very vocal about the Supreme Court's ruling. Our Tina Ezzedine is live in downtown LA with more on that this morning. Good morning, Tina.
Good morning. The protests and the rallies also expected to continue today. One in particular planned for 1 o'clock at the federal courthouse here behind me. You can also likely see that the barricades are also up surrounding the federal courthouse, as well as the police department, which is downtown. Now, the protests yesterday were largely peaceful. They did take place throughout the downtown area, and you can see from the video that we have that a lot of people gathered throughout downtown LA. And at one point, the crowds climbed onto the 110 freeway. A different group of protesters clashed with a line of LAPD officers who then tried to block them from advancing down an on-ramp. But by about 10 o'clock last night, a dispersal order was issued and the streets mostly cleared. Protesters followed through on their pledge to, quote, fight like hell, unquote, to protect women's reproductive rights now that the U.S. Supreme Court has overturned nearly 50 years of federal abortion protections under Roe v. Wade. Hundreds of protesters gathered yesterday in the hours after the court's decision was announced. Their message was quite clear. But here now is a common reason why protesters say they were here and plan to be again.
Abortion. This is about access to medical care in a timely way. And I want all of my sisters to be able to experience and have a relief in their mind that they can make their own choice.
Thinking just by myself, by my wife, and for the next generations. I think that's extremely important. And honestly, it's just we are giving going backwards and not going forward.
Additionally, the LAPD is now also trying to identify what it is calling, quote, threats made by, quote, an extremist group calling for a night of rage, unquote. The department not identifying who this group is or exactly what their intentions are, but does say that warning went out as of effect of last night at around 8 o'clock. So urging people to just be cautious, be vigilant, and be careful. So far, some 55 arrests were made on the streets of LA last night. Reporting live downtown, I'm Tina Ezzedine. Back to you.
All right, Tina, and to give us some perspective of what exactly this means going forward.